Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning in to my video. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Troy. And here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. We all know how much the anti-gun Democrats would love to have a gun registry. And unfortunately, in some states, they do. Now, I want to say up front, this is just a rumor. But according to a Facebook post by a lawyer, Illinois Governor J.B. Fitzger is exploring an idea to use an executive order to demand gun owners surrender their so-called assault weapons. Illinois gun control jihadists passed the so-called Protect Illinois Communities Act. In the dead of the night last January, the bill banned all manner of popular self-defense, magazine-fed semi-automatic firearms, but it provided that existing owners could keep them if they bowed down to the state government and registered them. That registration window closed December 31st. With a barely 1% compliance rate, a Facebook post by attorney Tom Devereaux, which I'm going to post up on the screen in just a minute, alleges that Governor J.B. Fitzger has explored the concept of using an executive order to declare a state of emergency and demand those who registered those horrible guns to surrender them to law enforcement. Supposedly this would come on the heels of a high-profile mass casualty incident. Tom Moore ran for Attorney General in Illinois in 2022, but he lost. However, he did score the first restraining order, blocking Fitzger's precious gun and magazine ban, until that was vacated this past fall. The suit is still pending for now. Now I'm going to put up on the screen the Facebook post so you can take a look at it for yourself. It seems Governor Fitzger may be prepared to issue an executive order declaring an emergency should there be another mass shooting. It seems his executive order would be that all owners of the banned weapons who are on the registry would have to turn them over to the government. This is why Fitzger's minions are seemingly upset that nobody has registered their weapons. I warned people 3 years ago that Fitzger's abuse of the Emergency Management Agency Act could be used in this way. Declare an emergency and demand people turn over the weapons to keep the public safe. He wants the registry for exactly these same types of reasons. Tom DeVore said he heard this information from colleagues who have the ability to understand what's going on within the inner circles of legislative leaders and the governor's office. He said it was a phone call that he had with the colleagues a couple of days before he made the post. He said he was told that the governor's people have already drafted some language for an executive order under the Illinois Emergency Management Agency Act. And the governor's office said the post was unequivocally false. While the governor's office might have declared the post unequivocally false, it nevertheless aligns with another leak received by Guns Save Life last fall. In the leak, the governor's people had gamed out introducing legislation in the aftermath of a high-profile mass shooting to require those who register their naughty guns to surrender them within a short time period. 90 days was mentioned at that time. Legislative allies of the governor would introduce the bill, likely as a gut and replace amendment, in a shell bill. Then legislative leaders would fast-track the bill and get it to the governor in a matter of days. Those who failed to surrender their registered guns most likely would face felony charges, and most likely the police raiding their home. The executive order plan also fits with J.B. Fitzger's love of using emergency executive orders to seize extraordinary powers. He did so with a series of emergency orders related to the vid, and now he's doing much the same with the illegal alien influx into the state. Hell, what's one more emergency order in the mix? Especially when few, if any, have the ability to block power-hungry Fitzger. This may be a rumor, but it's coming from an attorney there in Illinois who has about 35,000 followers. So he could be putting his reputation on the line if this is not true. And hopefully we will never have to see if this is true or not, because that means there would be some type of mass shooting in Illinois. But it's real scary to think of something like this happening. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Do you think this is something that Governor Fitzger would do? And as always, I appreciate everybody's support with the channel. You guys continue to crush it by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I thank everybody for doing that. I really do appreciate it. And I invite all of you to come back and watch my next video.